Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson football channel. We're taking a little walk again. The sun is finally out. There are cows, the dog is with me. And it's been one of those weekends for me guys. My MacBook has completely decided to conk out and break. So for now, there's not going to be any editing on these videos until I get shopping tomorrow and buy myself a new flipping MacBook, which is never what you want your weekends to consist of, but that's kind of where mine has been, unfortunately. But today, I want to talk to you guys about the Levi Colwill situation, or better worded as the overreaction of things to do with Levi Colwill. There are two moments that I want to discuss today. I want to look at both sides of this debate, if there even really is one. And I want to talk a little bit about just fans in general, not just Chelsea fans, but football fans, and the way that we react to everything, the way that we try and decipher meaning from virtually every single piece of nuance that may be from a player, from a club, from a tweet, from whatever. Levi Colwell, Noni Madueke, brilliant. Congratulations to both of them. European under-21 champions without conceding a goal in the whole competition. I don't think this has ever been done before, and it is a phenomenal feat. And I think with Levi especially, in the centre-back position, many people are saying he deserves to win player of the tournament. I didn't watch every single game, but from what I've heard, this man was sensational yet again for England in centre-back. After a magnificent season for Brighton, Levi Colwill is the name on many people's lips right now. People are looking at him as the future potential Chelsea captain, the new John Terry. There are so many things that are being said in a positive way about Levi Colwill. And to give you some context, in case you are totally unaware of what happened, Levi was live on his Instagram. Noni Madueke's got the phone and he's saying, "We are coming back together," something along those lines. And Levi Colwill's reaction has evoked controversy amongst some people, believing that Levi Colwill, again, in the process of Noni saying what he said and then kind of just like smiling and like trying to tilt the camera like this to shy his face away from things, people are saying, well, does this tell us that Levi Colwill isn't coming back to Chelsea? Is this once again another little sign that he's not interested in Chelsea? Look at these birds, they're flying for me, for the walk. Is it another sign that he's just not really got his head at Chelsea Football Club? So will he leave? Will Chelsea have to sell him? And I think, just to put my 2 cents on it before we delve into it a bit more, I think this is a massive overreaction from some Chelsea fans and football fans in general, because Levi Colwill also only liked the tweets that Brighton put out congratulating him on the win, and Chelsea also posted stuff. And at the same time, there was an interview that was done a few weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago now, where he basically, for want of a better term, said he forgot that he was a Chelsea player for a second. Hear me out here, okay? Because I think footballers, there's so much more to the life of a footballer now that sometimes just the simple process of kicking a ball, winning games, losing games, drawing games goes under the radar. They've got social media profiles. There are agents putting in their 2 cents to everything. For me, Levi Colwill, at the age that he's at, for his head to be at Brighton when he's on loan at Brighton, trying to prove to whether it's Chelsea himself or just for the benefit of his own playing career, when he's focused on Brighton, when he's on loan there, this is brilliant. He has just gone and won a European Championship for his country at the under-21s level, probably the biggest moment of his career to date, and yet people are spending so much time on the fact that his reaction to what Noni says is a little bit ambiguous, in the sense of you could read into it and say that it looks like he doesn't care. But can we maybe also just go and have a little look down the avenue of, instead of making it about his contract, instead of making it about is he going to be Chelsea's #1 centre-back next season, yes, the reaction could look as though he doesn't want to be at Chelsea, but it could also simply be he doesn't want the spotlight on him too much. He's a humble guy. He's coming back to Chelsea. He's going to have talks with Maurizio Pochettino. He will then understand what his position is going to be. And for any young footballer's focus to be on playing more football, getting minutes, I have nothing but respect for that. And I think people are focusing too heavily on the fact that it's disrespectful to Chelsea. Is it though? Like, are we just not going into this with far too much scrutiny when it's totally unnecessary? The guy has had an incredible 12 months. He was one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League last season. I don't think that's an exaggeration. When you look at his stats, when you look at how comfortable he looks on the ball, he plays football like a 26, 27-year-old centre-half who's been playing at the top level for a long time. Brighton showed the way for many clubs last season in the Premier League as to how to play good football, how to play structured football. And when you look at what Levi does so well, long balls, recoveries, he doesn't get dribbled past. And that final yesterday was magnificent. Trying to start attacks, drive attacks, and at the same time, no one's getting past him. England didn't concede a single goal in that whole tournament, and he was such a key component of that defence. So for me, all of this little scrutiny that we're seeing about his reactions to things, about the comments made towards the end of last season or at the end of last season about, he forgot he was a Chelsea player for a moment. Let's just wait and make these judgments until he's gone back to Cobham, spoken to Pochettino. And at the end of the day, if after all of that, he doesn't see his future at Chelsea because he wants to be playing football, the only reason we can be upset is because he is so good. I really hope he wants to play his football at Chelsea Football Club. But if he doesn't, because there's no guarantees of game time, which under Poch, there's no guarantee of game time for anybody. It's an open, clean slate. Players have got to prove themselves. Pochettino isn't just going to start giving out minutes to players because we're worried that we might lose them to a rival. We're worried that players will be unhappy and kick up a fuss in the dressing room. Pochettino has been around. He knows how to manage egos. He knows how to manage players. He's dealt with flipping Neymar, Messi and Mbappe and trying to put all of those three happy in the same team. So my thoughts on this reaction to Colwill, I can see why people are saying what they're saying, but my thoughts are that we don't need to give such strong scrutiny, in my opinion, to a player who has just had a breakthrough season, has all of the ability in the world, and still is contracted to Chelsea. Regarding the situation with his contract, I think Chelsea will be trying to prioritise getting him to sign a new deal if he insists that he wants to stay. I think Chelsea know, having seen what's happened with the Mount situation, we want to make sure that we can lock in these top players, the players that will know the eyes are going to be on them. There's going to be interest from other clubs, and Chelsea won't want that. Look at Andre Santos this week. There have been Barcelona interested. PSG were trying to make offers for him a month or so ago. Chelsea have got these young players for the future, but also a lot of them are going to be ready now because they are that good. And I think with Levi, because he's that good, people are scared. People are worried. Chelsea fans are worried that with all of these little nuanced things that have been interpreted in such a negative way, people are panicking now. We don't need to panic. It's the same as Mount, same as any player that's ever left Chelsea. No one's bigger than the club, especially someone who's never played a senior minute for us. So it's the weekend. Let the man enjoy winning the Under-21s Championship. Don't freak out about it, because I do think Levi will stay. That is my personal opinion. Never really spoken to the guy. He follows me on Instagram, but we've never communicated, so I don't have the insider drop for you. But I wanted to talk about it because I've seen a bit of a meltdown. Again, maybe it's because Chelsea news has been quiet for the last few days. We've not signed anybody new for a while. Sales have been going through. Ruben's gone. Pulisic is gone. Is it that people are bored and we're just trying to make stories out of everything? I just don't think it was that big of a deal. I think he's a humble man. You can see that in the way he talks in his interviews. And I just think, Noni has come in there, everyone's hyped up, they've just won a trophy, and it's kind of like everybody knows that there's question marks about whether he's going to stay. Noni puts him in the spotlight a little bit, and it's not like he's shaking his head and turning off the flipping live. It is just I'm going to use the phrase I used the other day in the video. It's a much of a muchness once again. It is what it is. Let's just relax and enjoy the sunset, shall we? Mason, what do you think, mate? Yeah, he wants Levi to stay as well. Sign a new deal, mate. We're going to win it all under Pochettino. little quick video from me today. I'm busy trying to figure out what to do about my MacBook situation. It's just flipping annoying, stressful, but these things happen. It's a work tool, so I've got to go and buy a new one. It just is what it is. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It's just going to be uploaded raw, no cuts, no edits, so I hope I didn't make too many mistakes. Have a great rest of the weekend wherever you are. Enjoy the Formula One Grand Prix. That's what I'm going to do later this evening. Pre-season is coming soon. Chelsea news back again tomorrow. Come on, you Blues.